Watching waves crashing onto rocks is always an amazing sight, but how do you paint that in watercolour, doing it quickly but keeping all of that energy and movement, and without using masking fluid or opaque paint? So what I'm going to do first is paint some of the rocks. I'm going to make up a basic brown for my rocks, just keep it light to start with. And I can come to the top of the rocks, just paint a little bit of the shape up here. But then I'm going to use the side of my brush and just drag downwards, just very carefully, grazing the surface so that I'm getting a broken edge with whites. Now if I then take a little bit more colour and add that into it, while this is damp, that will fill in some of that and it will emphasize some of those whites. I'm going to go to the next bit. Let's do the same. We'll come across the top, just find that shape. Do something like that. Maybe make some of it a little bit richer in colour. Bit more with the blue, and then we'll do the same. And I'm going to drag my brush downwards scrape it across the surface, pull it down, get some really nice broken edges to all of this. And then a little bit of the extra colour like before, just make that stronger, just get a little bit of form happening in the rocks. And at that point I'm going to clean my brush and pick up a different mix. I'm going to take some phthalo green and my ultramarine and do exactly the same thing but in reverse. So this time I'm going to be coming across with the sweep of the wave, coming upwards to join the whites that I've already got. Fill in a little bit. Take care about the shapes that I'm leaving behind as much as possible. Now it doesn't matter if some of this does go onto the rocks, that's fine. You want a joining of the waves and the rocks together. And then I'm going to pick up a bigger brush, so I'm just jumping up in size here a little bit, and come in and start joining some of these bits together. Get a little bit more flow happening. Just fill that in because I don't want much white down at the bottom here. And then back to the small brush, I'm going to do the same thing at the back. If I want to have any white behind the rocks, I'm going to come down from above and let that white stay there and then fill in above it. Like that. So this is negative painting of the white. Have a little bit of white water here as well. Add some colour in behind. And then put a bit more strength into it again while it's damp. That'll just boost up the energy in there. So I've now got my water on both sides. I've got the whites of the waves and I've got my rocks. I need to wait for this to dry and then I can just refine it a little bit. Let's just separate that one from the one in front. So I've now got two rocks, white water coming up. Add a little bit more strength to some of that. And then I'm just going to add a little bit more strength into the water in front. And I'll use both brushes just to put that colour in and then blend it a little bit. tiny bit more blue, just for some strength. Now, I'm not, of course, trying to do anything overly realistic. I'm just trying to get an impression. And that's the point of all of this. It's getting some feeling into it, not trying to be perfect in the details. And there we are. So thanks for watching, and I hope you've enjoyed it.